Subscribe or you'll be visited by the toll troll.
Discovered Bitcoin in early 2013. Sold in 2018 and made a 40x return. Realize I would be a millionaire now if I just held. Kill me. Closed my long on NVDA when it dumped during COVID. Sold all my alts for Bitcoin before the 2020 run, which would have net me minimally 7 figs. Still had a lot, but then lost 99% with leverage. Now my net worth is a measly 25k at 28.5. I still think this is enough for 7 figs with my new knowledge/wisdom, but barely. Yes, I feel like SHT. I could have retired at 25 with $1 million home, at the time, and didn't have to wage anymore. Off by 3 to 6 years. You weren't even remotely close, cousin. Stop kidding yourself crying over coulda wouldas, that's for chicken poop babby investors. Sold. Regard alert. HODL is the only way. Literally everyone knew about Bitcoin in 2013 and didn't scoop it up. Held Bitcoin and only Bitcoin during the last bull run. Sold near the top. Only got a 5x out of it. Lost most of my gains from that run to Bayhorse. At least I pulled out before my portfolio went back to 5 figures, so the losses weren't completely rope-worthy. I jumped back in on ETH and only ETH back when it was under $1,000, and currently my portfolio is at $250,000, so hopefully things will go better this time, in before I somehow only make 5x again. Sell 5 million XVG after making a few $100. Useless meme coin for day trading. John McAfee randomly shills it and pumps it to 25 cents not long after. That poop-eating silly head. If he didn't get Epstein, I'd be angrier. I had 389,000 FTM and sold before the gigapump. Browsing/biz/ when ETH is still relatively new and being shilled hard in 2016, was $12 per ETH at the time. Find a thread about Bitbean. Decide to drop 5k USD into Bitbean instead of ETH. End up losing the key to my Bitbean wallet anyways. Another time. Buy Bao Finance right at launch because I think the name/icon have massive meme potential and it was right during the food coin craze. Put 5k USD into it. It giga crashes the next day. Starts to pump, I panic sell and walk away with like 10% gains. Proceeds to X100 1 week later. I've posted this before, but see people posting about Link when it was 25 cents. Tell my Jewish finance friend about it. Tell him I'm thinking about buying a small stack of 5k USD worth. We spend an entire night drinking and he convinces me it's a bad idea. Literally spent 5+ hours fudding the crap out of me. Assume he's smarter than me about these things because he's Jewish and in finance, so I don't buy any. Link proceeds to hit $50 during the 21 bull run. Wanna cry realizing I missed out on $1 million in gains. That same friend later calls me. Hey Anon, you were actually right about Chainlink, that's crazy, huh? Actually, after that night I ended up researching it a bit more and I bought myself a few grand worth. I made tons of money, thanks for the tip, bro. DFW, it's 2024 and I still hold 0 Link and still haven't made it. Buying modafinil with Bitcoin in 2012, sold all the Bitcoin end of 2013 to buy League of Legends skins. I'm 30 years old and recently found about stock market analytics. World is quite screwed thanks to this kind of crap. Thanks Truflation, thanks Zuckerberg, and Musk. Bought roids with Bitcoin in 2014. Never saw it as an investment or cared about investing at all until a few years ago. Don't worry, I sold my 500 ETH for 120 each. Sold in 2018 and made a 40x return. The problem is on how much did you invest that a 40x wasn't enough. Discovered LTC in 2013 because I thought Bitcoin had pumped too much. LTC is hecking worthless then and now. And that's the story about how I didn't have any money back then, so I wouldn't have made it anyway. In 2011, friend offers to give me $100 of this new internet money called Bitcoin because he bought $500 worth and had some leftover that he wasn't going to use after he bought weed from some dude in Amsterdam on a drug forum. Busy playing Counter-Strike and don't want to install some random sketch program that sounds like a chink Trojan virus. Politely decline. That sack was probably worth like $100 million today or more. Beginning of pandemic 2019 to 2020. Everything crashing. Literally just discovered /biz/ and decided to try investing for first time ever since I got a decent job. Don't know much of what I'm doing. See Bitcoin at 4k. See ETH at less than 100. Had enough to buy 2 Bitcoin and some tons of ETH. I'll be safe and only invest a little. A little. Like $100. Had over 500k Link from pre-sale. Sold for 60 cents. Wow, a 6x. Could have had 8 figures. Might have even sold the ETH top and rode ETH to $4,800, making almost 9. That was probably my one path to becoming a billionaire and I blew it. Try again with something else. COS, super, hell even link at this point. The world's your oyster. Also stop being a silly head, you did very well. Stop trying to find ways to be an emo doomer femboy. I sold at 16K because I had given up hope. It's horrible to have to start from scratch knowing that I could have just waited. At least SPX makes things more easier for me. The power of anime is real. Had 110 Ethereum. Sold it because Ethereum. Kept drilling in 2020. Life's too easy if it's not on nightmare mode. And how will this knowledge shape your future actions? I've got a bunch. Be me. PTSD from a toxic family. Can barely take care of myself. Wage.png. Buy 1 Bitcoin per paycheck with Bitcoin at around $100. Sell 33 Bitcoin for $250. Wagey friend mentions biz and says I should check it out. Greater than see endless link threads. Pre-sale is coming up. Burger so don't bother getting in. Decide to buy a few days after the eco at 11 cents. Every paycheck end up buying more. Decide to swing. Somehow flip my 50K a year job into 100K link, which was my original goal all along. Get bored. Sell 100K link and switch to BAT. BAT dumps, link crabs. Link moons. Get pissed, switch to REC. Greater than REC dumps, link moons more greater than end up with zero link in the end and lose the money chasing pumps. Win 6 figures in fantasy sports. Lose 6 figures betting college football. Turn $500 into 500K on weekly boomer options. Lose $250K in an hour. Research SPCE, decide it will gigapump sometime soon. Chase weekly calls for 5 to 6 months to no avail. Have weeklies expiring Friday. Decide to sell Thursday at 2 p.m. for a small loss and try a different stock. Wake up the next day to the news I was waiting months for, stock pops 50%. Would have turned 2K into 250 and recovered the 25K I blew chasing it. Stock I switched to did nothing. Sign up early at Binance, CZ gave everyone early 50 free BNB. Decide to buy 7,500 BNB since it was cheap. Sell for $1 and a 2 or 3x. Someone told me to buy ETH in 2017. Learned about Chainlink in 2019, even bought a ledger but didn't commit. Had 100K inheritance in early 2021 and put it all in XRP. Just kill me already. Also I literally read about Bitcoin. In 2012-2013 thought it was really cool. But didn't looked into it. Screw me or RegHH. Bought ERSTL at 0.0008. Didn't sell at $1.70. Made a clean $150,000 though. I tried to buy $10 or so of Bitcoin in 2009 but got frustrated when I couldn't set up a wallet. I ordered Iraqi dinars instead. When Bitcoin was worth a couple $100 and started making headlines, I figured I missed the boat and was priced out. I bought a bunch of new Link because I thought it had better moonshot potential. I didn't buy any Link until it broke $1. When buying SHIB, my wife asked me to help her buy some as well. I told her not to bother because it was so risky and the gas was so high. I've posted in the original threads for SHIB and Luna Inu, didn't buy just FUD. Also, of course, like everyone else I know about Bitcoin. Years ago. There wasn't an exchange then, just a page that you bought it from and paid with PayPal. Didn't buy because I didn't want to get scammed with internet funny money somehow. Sent some bucks to an exchange in early 2013. Exchange goes bust 2 days later. Would have been 0.1 Bitcoin and I would not have held it, but man, I could have used that at some point. Discovered Bitcoin when I was like 12 years old, didn't really know what it was about, it was just some internet stuff. It was like 2 cents at the time. I, coming from a screwed up drug household, was unironically looking for a way to buy weed and heard about the Silk Road. Even if I had bought some I probably would have lost the password or some crap, but yeah, I could have gotten like 2,000 Bitcoin for cheap as heck at the time, if only we had known. Keck. I still even knew about it at $250 but thought that was a lot of money. Damn me man. Now I just stack my portfolio. If I make enough I'll probably sell all at once. If not, I'm just gonna keep stacking a couple bucks a day for the next 5 heckin' years. I'm red of this stuff. We know by now that every 4 years or so they go up, so you might as well just hecking stack during the bear. Why am I so dumb and why was I buying silver coins? Heck. Trying to gamble up to 17K USD for stem cell treatment for kid. Did a 109x long on Near before Nearkin. Silly Dex scamwix me to liquidation and then Near skyrockets. Would have made about 40K, enough to cover everything needed plus the taxes, but ended up liquidated. Anger ensues. Back to saving up my pennies. Made 500K last bull run in 2021. Knew it was the top, Got confident in swing trading, stopped working, started trading while living a make-it lifestyle. I afforded 2 free years, spent it all and lost it all. Now I'm back to zero. Every day I think about how I can end myself in a proper way. I have a very normie lifestyle now, girlfriend, work, studies, friends, but inside I'm heckin' broken. Every day I take a knife and put it on my neck on the main artery, but I don't have the courage to do it. In 2009 I built my first PC, and for fun I wanted to learn how to do folding at home, which is like mining but you provide GPU power for scientific research. While reading about folding, I found a thread on the HardOCP forums about Bitcoin mining, but the concept about mining money didn't make sense to me and I didn't want to prematurely wear out my GPU. I'm not even sure if Bitcoin had an exchange value at the time. Instead I played Left 4 Dead and watched HD porn, which was the main reason I needed a new PC. Damn, I thought I had it bad when I googled top investment op 2009. Or 2010. Can't rem. And this thing came up I never heard of before called BOCcoin. I think it was like $1.17. I had about 6,500 scratch money, FU money. What did I buy instead? A landscaping business. Wow. 2016. Decided to buy 10 bitcoins for the heck of it. It was like 7K. Big price tag for my meager wage. Every news outlet was demonizing Bitcoin. I wasn't so hot on paper wallets. Talked to a programmer friend about it. Talked me out of it because Bitcoin was a fraud, a scam, only used by criminals and about to be outlawed by every government. That mother hacker cost me like $500,000. I had 26K in the bank in 2011 and heard of Bitcoin at 96 cents on a news channel about some nerds trying to sell some digital form of payment. In my head, without researching or thinking, I was like, maybe I should put a $1,000 in. Keck, oh, who am I kidding? Who's gonna use this funny money when PayPal already exists? Turned the TV off and went to work like a good wage EKG to Mr. Sheckleston. I blame hacking Elon Musk. Piece of poop. Read about Bitcoin in 2010. Immediately try to buy $8,000 worth. Can't find a way to buy. Get frustrated and give up. The universe screwed me. Sold out of BTC before 2016-2017 pump. Put it all into Tron. Rode TRX from 0.001 to 0.30. Then down to 0.04. Watched life-changing/instant retirement disappear. I lost 1 BTC giving it to one of the yield farms. Shilled here on /biz. Had 19 Bitcoin in 2015. Had 500,000 Dogecoins in 2015. Sold some tokens early but no regret. There's more money to be made. I'm not selling super early when it launches. Living in hyperinflation. Waged 4 years to save up 10K and got the heck out. Central bank did a Ponzi. Left making $300 a month trying to survive. I remember this autistic druggie dealer telling me about Bitcoin around that time. Thought it was kind of dumb. No one took Bitcoin seriously until the Silk Road was created and people saw it worked. Ha! I can only imagine. That is why I'm taking actions now in stacking SUI, say, STRK and waiting for Hydro Online to launch. No regrets on my end. I got into Bitcoin when I was just 19, diving in head first with no lack of knowledge. Now, at 28, I've made bank on different altcoins. And now, I'm not sleeping on the Depin narrative. Silencio, Peak, Nadix, and Arcrene are at the top of my watch list.